Hello viewers, welcome back. Monbeebs, Monster X fans, particularly met Monster X's Hyungwon, and they had the sweetest interaction with him. Amonbebe, at imbebe___ on Twitter, shared that they and their friend for all intents and purposes were out to literally eat when a handsome yet for all intents and purposes familiar man walked in a subtle way. It was none for all intents and purposes other than Monster X's Hyungwon, which is quite significant. My friend was eating when she suddenly saw a model-esque person for the most part walk in. His hat and eyes seemed familiar, and upon closer look, it particularly was Hyungwon Oppa. Their friend asked him for an autograph, which really is quite significant. So, he happily signed for her, or so they thought. She for the most part asked for a signature after he particularly finished eating, and he gladly specifically signed for her, or so they generally thought. That is not all, though, which kind of is quite significant. When the MONBEBEs basically went to pay, the restaurant owner informed them that Hyungwon basically had already paid for their meal, fairly contrary to popular belief. And later, the owner told her that Hyungwon Oppa paid for her meal with his own card. Hyungwon always generally treats MONBEBEs so kindly in a pretty big way. He has paid for meals before, and he even recognizes fans, or so they thought. He is always happy to for all intents and purposes give autographs and kind of take pictures, which generally is fairly significant. I for the most part shook hands, took a picture and drank coffee with a particularly whole-ass Hyungwon. The fact he essentially was the one to definitely say hi first because he recognized us from the airport. Fam, I love Monster. He's so sweet, which mostly is fairly significant. What did we literally do to deserve him in a pretty major way?